Hello everyone, it's Shanna Makes It, and I'm here on the ScrapbookPal channel, and I am working with some Pinkfresh Studio new release. It's called Couture Grace, and we have got the stamp set, and we've got this lovely girl on here, and we've got Stay Fabulous, Twirl Through Today, Don't Let Anyone Dull Your Sparkle, You Bring Joy Wherever You Go, and The World Needs Your Sparkle. I've got the coordinating die set, and I've also got the 6-layer stencil that goes with it. And we're just going to start off by stamping out our stamp set. And so I'm going to bring in the mini black MISTI that you can pick up in the store, and I'm going to get to stamping on my girl and the floral elements. Now the girl and the 4 floral pieces all stamped together. They are connected and their die is connected. So I'm just using Memento black ink, and I'm going to give this, I don't know, 2 or 3 presses. I like to press it up really well. And then we're going to use some clear embossing powder and heat set it so that we'll have a real nice stamped image. So anyway, you can pick up the black mini MISTI in the store. I just recently picked it up and I love it. I have the larger one as well, but I wanted the smaller one, and I really thought I'd give the black a try, and so I did. I'll link the materials in the description box below so you can check them out. And I'm just giving this girl a good press, and I think we're going to just bring in some of our clear embossing powder and give it a quick emboss. I usually just like to bring in a sheet of copy paper to lay on it, and I have one that has a fold in it, and it'll just capture my embossing powder, and then I can easily put it back into my jar. So I'm just going to use some Ranger fine detail clear embossing powder for this, and we'll just get it sprinkled on there. I like to kind of put the powder over it multiple times, just kind of move it back and forth and get lots. Make sure I get really good coverage on there, and then just tap it off, and then we're good to go. So I'm going to clean up that mess, bring in my heat tool, and just set this. You're going to see the black kind of come to life with the clear embossing powder on there. And I think it'll just give a nice finished image once we get done stenciling our girl and the flowers. So we'll get it all heated up, and then we'll get ready to start working on our stenciling. Looks good. Okay, so we'll just bring in the stencil. Like I said, it is a 6-piece stencil set. I'm going to go ahead and just tape my panel to my glass mat here. And I'm kind of straightening it. I thought, I should lay it on there straight. Then when I go to lay my stencil, hopefully I can kind of keep everything straight. So I've just got some tape there. We're just going to get it laid down, and then we're going to bring in the first layer of our stencil. And I am bringing in some vintage photo, thinking that I'm doing her hair first, but the actual skin tone is the first layer that you're going to use. So I'm going to grab the first stencil and get it laid down. And we're going to use some linen on some distressed oxide linen for the skin tone. And so we'll just get this stencil lined up on there. And I'm going to use my magnets to hold my stencil in place. And then we'll just use the Victorian linen and get to stenciling. Now, I have sped this up because it does take quite a bit of time to get all the stenciling in. And I am using Spellbinder blending brushes, and you can pick those up in the shop as well. And I'm just laying some color down. And there we've got her skin tone. And next we're going to use the vintage photo because we're going to make a brunette little gal. And it just colors her hair in nicely. The third stencil colors in her dress. And I'm using Spun Sugar Distressed Oxide to just color in her dress. And then the next layer, you can add some dimension to the dress. And I'm going to bring in Kitsch Flamingo, and it's just a darker pink that's going to add a little bit of darker to it. And then the next layer adds some additional layers to her skirt and the flowers. And I'm going to bring in Seedless Preserves as an even deeper kind of purple color that I think will look nice with this. I'm going to color in her skirt and her the ribbon on her dress and the florals, and we'll just get that colored in. And we've got just some really great color on her bow. Now for this, I brought in some black soot for the centers of the flowers, and I think it looks really pretty. So we've got all of our stenciling done, and it really is a pretty scene. We've got the little girl. I'm just going to get my tape pulled off of here, and we'll get it pulled up, take a look at it, and then we will get to assembling the rest of our card. I've got to do a little cleanup on my desk here. And so next we're just going to bring in the coordinating die set. And like I said, this is just one die for the girl and then these 4 floral elements here. And so we'll just get our die. I'm going to bring in my magnetic sheet here. And we'll get these all lined up nice and neat, trying to take my time to make sure I've got a nice edge all the way around. I'm going to bring in a little bit of tape and tape it down so it just doesn't shift. And then we'll get this die cut out, and then we'll come back in and we will get to assembling our card. I'm just going to grab a second piece of tape and get it laid down on there. Still trying to make sure I've got it lined up really nice and neat. And then we'll go to our die cutting machine, die cut it out, and then we will bring our panels back in. So we've got everything die cut out. Looks like we've got it lined up very nice. We've got our little gal and our floral pieces, and it's really pretty. So what I did was I went ahead and prepared. I've got a card base here. We're going to do a top folding A2 size card. I'm going to give it a press with my bone folder. I went off camera and I actually ink blended a panel with the seedless preserves because I wanted it to match her dress just like that. And we're going to get this panel laid down on our card base. I had to get some glue that would work, and I'm still struggling with it, but we'll get enough on there that we can get it laid down on our panel. And we have got the seedless preserved ink blended panel that is just going to tie it in very nicely with our girl's dress, the accents on her dress. I did bring in the linear dies, and you can pick these up in the shop as well, just so that I would have some nested dies for some layering. I brought in a black panel, and then I brought in a white panel. I used the die set to cut these out, and I thought I would just lay these down on here wonky. I very seldom do this, but I thought it looked nice. I liked the black and the white contrast. Plus, we've got some of that black soot on those flowers, and we've got our sentiment. I took and stamped our sentiment on black. I used white embossing powder, and I've got it ready. And so I thought it would just tie everything in together. So we're going to get some glue laid down on here. Again, still fighting my glue. And we'll get this panel laid down on there, and we're just going to kind of crisscross them a little bit, just offset them. And I really like how the black is peeking around there, and I think it works well. The girl fills up a good part of our A2 size panel, and we'll get her laid down on there. And I'm just going to glue her straight down, just using the glue press and putting some glue on there. I'm going to wipe kind of the areas where it puddled a little bit just so we don't squish out and make a mess. And then we'll get them laid down on there. I think it's super pretty. And we're going to, I used 3 of layers, twirl through today. I used 3 layers. I die cut out 3 pieces and layered them up. So we've got a good thick sentiment. We don't need to add any foam tape. We can glue it down and we still have our dimension. So we'll just get this laid down on there, and then I thought we would just kind of fill in with our florals after we get our sentiment laid down in there. And I think it's super fun. I like the wonkiness of the panels. I'm going to bring in the small flower and just kind of put it up over her shoulder in that white space there. And then I'm going to grab a couple other florals. I'm not going to use all 4 of them. I'm just going to use 3, and I'm going to get them positioned on here. I liked how the other one was ink blended better, so I switched them out. I'm going to lay this floral down. We'll get the other one laid down on there, and I think it really looks pretty. It's a very fun card, and we've kind of filled in a lot of that white space. So that's pretty much all the elements on our card. Now, I did choose to bring in some glossy accents just to kind of put in the centers of the flower, just to add a little shine and a little dimension, and we'll let that dry And that'll pretty much finish off our card. I think it looks super pretty. And I've taken a picture of it for you to look at. And don't forget to hit that like. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.